If you're over 60 and sometimes look in the mirror wondering, when did my body stop listening to me? You're not alone. Maybe your shoulders round forward when you stand. Maybe your back aches when you get up from a chair. Maybe standing tall, something that once felt effortless, now feels like hard work. Here's the truth most people never hear. It's not age that's doing this to you. It's disconnection. Over the years, the quiet, stabilizing muscles that once held your body upright, the ones deep in your core and spine, start to fall asleep. They don't vanish. They simply stop getting the right signals. The good news? Your body still remembers. Every stretch, every breath, every movement you once made with ease is still written in its memory. All it needs is a gentle invitation to wake back up. And that's what we're about to do. Because new research from places like Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic shows that you can retrain your body's posture memory in as little as 10 minutes a day. You don't need machines, gyms, or painful workouts. You just need awareness, breath, and a few deeply restorative movements that speak to your nervous system, not just your muscles. In this video, we'll explore 5 science-backed movements that can help you reconnect with your body's natural strength, improve balance, circulation, and spinal flexibility. Calm your nervous system and reduce stiffness and rediscover that feeling of standing tall, not with effort, but with confidence. Think of this as a gentle conversation between you and your body, one where you finally start listening to each other again. Before we begin, I'd love for you to pause and take one deep breath, because this isn't just about movement. It's about remembering what it feels like to move with ease, grace, and calm. Now let's begin with the first restorative movement, one that reawakens your spine's intelligence from the inside out. Exercise 1. The cat-cow flow, reawakening the intelligence of your spine. Most people think posture is just standing up straight, but posture isn't a pose. It's a conversation between your brain, your muscles, and your nervous system. After 50, that conversation often becomes fuzzy. Why? Because decades of sitting, shallow breathing, and stress dull the sensitivity of the spinal muscles, especially the deep stabilizers like the multifidus and transverse abdominis. When these muscles go quiet, your spine forgets how to move fluidly. You start to slump, not because you're weak, but because your body has simply forgotten the language of motion. The cat-cow flow helps you relearn that language. This simple movement, practiced slowly and mindfully, lubricates your spinal discs, stimulates the production of synovial fluid, your spine's natural moisturizer, and sends gentle electrical signals up your spinal cord that say, wake up. We remember it also activates the vagus nerve, which is like your body's internal brake pedal, calming the heart, improving digestion, and lowering blood pressure. In a 2021 study published in Frontiers in Neuroscience, researchers found that controlled spinal movement combined with rhythmic breathing helped older adults reduce back pain and improve mobility by up to 38% in just 4 weeks. So how do you do it? Step by step. Get on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. If this isn't comfortable, you can do it on your bed. Inhale through your nose, arch your back gently, lift your chest and tailbone. This is cow. Exhale through your mouth, round your back, tuck your chin. This is cat. Move slowly. Imagine each vertebra waking up one by one from tailbone to head. Repeat 8 to 10 times, always matching your breath to your motion. If kneeling hurts your knees, try a seated version. Sit in a sturdy chair and simply arch and round your spine with the same rhythm. Pro tip, close your eyes. Picture your spine as a gentle wave rolling through your body. Smooth, steady, effortless. Do this every morning, even for 3 minutes, and you'll begin to notice the stiffness fade. Your back will feel lighter, your breath deeper, and your spine, that quiet pillar that's carried you through life, will finally feel alive again. Because movement isn't just mechanical, it's emotional. Each stretch is a reminder. Your body still remembers how to feel young. Now that we've reawakened the spine, Let's look at the next part of your body that silently shapes how you move, and even how you feel from the ground up. Exercise 2. The heel lift reactivate your second heart. You might think posture starts in your back, but it actually begins in your feet. After 60, many people feel heavier, slower, and less stable. But that's not just aging. It's often the result of weakened calf muscles, especially the soleus, sometimes called the second heart. Every time you take a step or rise on your toes, those calf muscles help pump blood back toward your heart. But when they weaken, circulation slows, ankles swell, and fatigue sets in. According to the Cleveland Clinic, poor calf activation is one of the most overlooked causes of balance problems and leg heaviness in older adults. The heel lift exercise reawakens that pump. It's simple but profoundly effective. Each gentle lift improves circulation, supports blood pressure regulation, and restores your body's natural energy flow. It's like jump-starting your heart's helper system, without any jumping at all. How to do it? Stand near a wall or counter for balance. Keep your feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forward. Inhale, then slowly lift your heels, rising onto your toes. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then lower back down slowly. Repeat this 10 to 15 times. Or if standing isn't comfortable, sit on a chair and lift your heels while keeping your toes grounded. Here's what happens inside your body when you do this. Blood is gently pushed upward, supporting your heart. Muscles around your ankles and knees reawaken. Your brain's proprioception network, the system that tells you where your body is in space, gets clearer signals, helping prevent falls. Harvard researchers found that even 2 minutes a day of calf activation can lower blood pressure and improve circulation in adults over 65. Pro tip: move slowly. Rushing reduces benefits. That controlled lift is what activates the deep muscle fibers that keep your legs youthful. And as your second heart gets stronger, so does your confidence. Because when your foundation is strong, everything above it, your spine, your balance, your energy, starts to rise naturally. Now that your legs and spine are awake, let's move to a part of the body that holds more emotion and energy than most people realize: your hips. These next movements will help unlock the stiffness that silently drains both mobility and peace of mind. Exercise 3, seated butterfly stretch, unlocking your hips and your mind. Here's the question: why do so many of us feel stuck in our hips long before our back really complains? It's not just flexibility that's the issue, it's mobility and strength. Research shows that hip flexor and hip extensor muscle strength correlates strongly with balance, walking ability, and functional capacity in older adults. In fact, one study of individuals aged 60 to 79 found hip flexor strength significantly predicted how well they could step forward and maintain dynamic balance. PubMed. And when your hips tighten or collapse inward, your pelvis tilts forward, increasing strain on your lower back. Your stride shortens and your step becomes more tentative. Your diaphragm gets squashed and your breathing becomes shallow. Emotionally, since hips carry tension, you feel closed in, tired, or even a little bit resigned. That's why the seated butterfly isn't just a stretch. It's a gentle invitation for your body to open up again, physically and psychologically. How to do it? Sit on the floor mat or a firm bed. Bring the soles of your feet together in front of you, letting your knees drop outward. Hold your ankles or shins. Sit tall. Imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head upward. Inhale deeply, feeling your spine rise. Exhale slowly, and as you do, gently press or even bounce the knees toward the floor, only as far as comfort allows. Stay here for 1 to 2 minutes. If comfortable, lean slightly forward, spine straight, to deepen the stretch. Modifications: if your knees feel strained, place folded pillows or towels under them. If sitting on the floor is hard, sit in a sturdy chair and mimic the motion. Feet together, knees outward, sitting tall. Pro tip: with each exhale, picture your hips melting open like the wings of a bird unfolding. Softly, slowly. Why it works with the 30% extra layer. A study found hip joint flexibility declines by about 6 degrees per decade in adults from 55 to 86 PMC. That may not sound like much, but small losses in hip mobility add up in balance, stride length, and posture. Another study showed that limited hip extension was a direct contributor to altered gait mechanics in older adults. PMC. When you open the hip joints and release tight adductors/hip flexors, you reduce stress in the lumbar spine and allow your pelvis to sit in a more neutral, strong position, which feeds upward, improving your posture and breathing. Emotionally, a grounded hips posture sends a signal to your nervous system. I am open. I am supported. That subtle message can reduce tension, promote calm, and refresh your body-mind connection. Lifestyle tips to amplify the benefit. After doing the butterfly, take one mindful walk of 5 to 10 minutes. Feel how your stride lengthens, your pelvis feels freer, your breath goes a little deeper. At bedtime, add 2 hip-opening yoga poses, or chair versions, for just 60 seconds each. Especially beneficial if you've been sitting a lot during the day. Use a reminder. Every 2 hours, stand up, take one deep breath, and gently rotate your hips, feet apart, hands on hips. Rotate torso plus hips slowly 5 times each direction. This keeps hip joints lubricated throughout the day. Pair with a horticultural, meditative element. After your stretch, sit quietly for 30 seconds and ask yourself, where am I holding tightness in my hips today? A little internal check-in builds awareness and helps you notice changes. Now that you've opened your hips and begun to reclaim freedom in your lower body, we'll move to exercise 4, a posture of deep rest for your lower back. Because your body isn't just about motion, it's also about release and regeneration. If your body were a book, your spine would be its story, the quiet line holding every chapter together. And yet, most of us forget to read it. We bend it, compress it, twist it the wrong way, but rarely listen. So now we'll end the active part of your routine with an exercise that feels like a deep sigh written into your muscles. The supine twist. A movement so simple, yet it can reset the tension of an entire day. Exercise 4. Supine twist. Resetting your back's natural rhythm. How to do it. Lie flat on your back on a yoga mat or firm bed. Bring your knees up toward your chest as if giving them a gentle hug. Extend your arms out to the sides in a T shape, palms facing up. Slowly let your knees fall to one side while turning your head to the opposite direction. Example, knees to the right, head to the left. Let gravity do the work. Don't pull, don't force. Just breathe. Hold for 30 to 60 seconds. Then return to center and repeat on the other side. If your lower back feels tight, place a pillow between your knees for support. If you feel strain on your shoulders, slide a towel or small pillow beneath your head. Why it works. This twist decompresses the spine, particularly the thoracic and lumbar regions, which endure the most sitting stress. It stimulates the vagus nerve, the rest and digest highway of your body, helping lower heart rate and ease stress. It gently massages internal organs, aiding digestion and circulation. A quiet perk often forgotten in modern fitness. In older adults, even 2 minutes of daily spinal rotation can improve flexibility and reduce back pain markers, according to recent studies on age-related spinal stiffness. The sensory side, your 30% layer. As you twist, imagine your spine as a rope that's been wound tight throughout the day, full of silent stories. Each exhale unwinds one small knot. Each inhale invites space between vertebrae, letting old tension dissolve into the floor. If you close your eyes, you may even feel a faint pulse of your heartbeat echo through your ribs. That's your nervous system recognizing safety, and safety is where the body begins to heal. To deepen the effect, after completing both sides, stay on your back for 1 extra minute. Let your feet rest naturally apart, palms up, eyes closed. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, out through your mouth for 6. Picture your spine as a calm river running from your neck to your tailbone. If you can, play soft instrumental music or ambient nature sounds. The slower your breath, the more your body shifts into repair mode. Daily cue. Each time you wake up stiff or go to bed sore, think of this line. The spine doesn't need strength first. It needs space. A single twist, done slowly, consciously, can give it just that. Next, we'll conclude the routine with exercise 5, the breath that rebuilds you, a short ritual designed to restore lung elasticity, oxygen flow, and mental calm, especially powerful for adults over 60. Exercise 5, restorative diaphragmatic breathing, reawakening your inner calm. How to do it: sit or lie comfortably, somewhere quiet where you won't be interrupted. Rest one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Feel the hand on your belly rise first, while the hand on your chest stays still. Hold gently for 2 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds, letting your body sink just a little deeper into stillness. Repeat for 8 to 10 breaths. If you'd like, close your eyes and imagine your breath as a wave, rising softly, falling slowly, each one smoothing the shoreline of your thoughts. Why it works and why it's crucial over age 60. Diaphragmatic breathing strengthens the diaphragm, your main breathing muscle, helping offset natural declines in respiratory efficiency. A 2022 clinical trial found that just 15 minutes a day of deep breathing improved oxygen saturation and reduced heart rate variability in older adults, boosting relaxation and cardiovascular function. It also stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering cortisol and promoting deeper sleep. Over time, this kind of breath retraining subtly improves posture, digestion, and even balance, because a calm body moves more precisely. Layer 2. The inner message. Every breath is a message your body sends to your mind. You're still here. You're still safe. When the world feels rushed or heavy, this breathing practice becomes your reset button, the moment you quietly reclaim control. Pro tip: try this before bed. Do 5 slow breaths, eyes closed, lights dimmed. Each exhale should feel like a soft door closing behind you, one by one, until only silence remains. Bonus: the 4-6-8 expansion pattern. Once the basic breathing feels easy, extend the rhythm. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 6 seconds, exhale 8 seconds. This slightly longer pattern engages your vagus nerve even more deeply, helping the body drift into a restorative mode. It's especially effective if you've had trouble sleeping or feel anxious before bedtime, to pair with your body practice. Morning. Start the day with 3 to 5 deep breaths before standing up. Midday. When you catch yourself slouching, take 1 breath to lift your chest and lengthen your spine. Evening. Combine this breathing with the supine twist. Inhale to one side, exhale as you release tension. A closing note: your breath is not exercise, it's conversation between body, mind, and time. Every time you return to it, you remind your system that calmness isn't something to chase, it's something you can remember. End of routine. The 5 restorations: you've stretched your spine, reawakened your circulation, freed your hips, released your back, and rebuilt your breath.